All right, hey dude. It is morning for me. Don't have to go to work today. It's good and bad. I wanted to show you kind of a couple things that I've been working on. Not a lot, but and then I want to go into the Nether and do some things in there, and then maybe work around some I don't know some other things if we've got the time. All right, so I did add another mod. I'm so sorry. Uh, I just been like seeing opportunities to refine what we have. I hope you don't mind. I do feel bad. um, okay, so the mod is called Iron Chests, and I know you've seen it before, but basically what you do is you take a regular chest and you surround it with iron, or you can take a a regular chest and right click it with this one here, and it'll just upgrade the chest to an iron chest. Now, an iron chest is, I don't think it's the same as a double chest. It is the same as a double chest, but it's the size of a single chest. And the nice part is you can stick them all next to each other. So, just a little bit ago, I went out and collected a bunch of trees. So I saw that you had a bunch of trees like this, and I was like, that's a really good idea. So instead of having a double chest with two different ones like I had before, so that it was getting all mixed up, I'm doing a single chest, so single double chest, whatever, with that one thing in it. So I made a couple more because I grabbed a couple willows, which I thought were pretty cool. So this is the white willow. I don't think I have anything. I don't think I have white willow anything yet. And then here is just the regular willow. Now the regular willow planks look like this. A little green. That's kind of cool. So let's put willow wood in there. I think that's it for now. And then I don't know if you remember or if you ever knew this, but if you see trees out in the wild that have fruit on them, pick at least 3 of them and then bring them home. So you can take, these are 3 fruit that I got from a walnut tree. Take a regular oak sapling and then put them in your crafting grid like this, okay? I got an avocado one. So right now I've got, these are the 3 fruit trees that I have. Pawpaw, nutmeg, walnut, and then I also grabbed some avocado. So I'm going to put my fruit trees over here, and they won't grow if you have something above, 2 above. So it's got to be 3 above or higher. Walnut tree is going to be growing, nutmeg, and the pawpaw tree. So let's put the pawpaw in there, nutmeg in there. Now the pawpaw will grow. It does have a rendering glitch, so it doesn't look like it's growing, but if you look at the left side there, the process is going, and it does produce pawpaw down here. So these will give you, is this nutmeg? Yeah, these will give you the fruit. They'll give you saplings. They'll give you oak wood, sticks, and then oak leaves as a product. See, oak. So you will get fruit from them, but I just take out the oak stuff periodically and toss it over here. And because their wood is oak, I'm not messing with the stuff underneath. But I did decide to do that here. Oh, okay, so white willow is still giving me just willow wood. Interesting. I'm not gonna do that. I wanna do the green. Well, that's unfortunate. I was hoping the white willow was going to give me white willow stuff, but I guess it's just willow. Oh. My bad. Okay. So this goes over here, and there we go. It is different colors. Super green. Wow. That's cool. Okay, so the white willow is kind of like a lime green, and then the regular willow is more of like an actual like green. That's pretty sweet. Okay, so then I grabbed what, hill cherry, which is beautiful. Um, Sugar maple, the regular birch, silver lime. I thought about bringing the wood out one more, but I kind of like how that looks. But anyway, then there's I do have a sapling or planks or wood over here for tiger wood, but I didn't get it to drop a sapling, so I gotta find another tiger. Um, yeah, no, tiger tree. Okay, so that's my trees. I do plan on putting these in. Maybe I should put these in a different wing. I did rearrange here. So basically there was a wall here that went all the way down, and I had this be a hallway that went down, and you had to go through a door, and then you come down another hallway, which was stupid. But I left this door here, and then I just closed the wall off. So when I come through my foyer here into my this is kind of like a kind of another. I could probably almost take this down, make this. Ooh, let's do that. What if I made this open? Instead of have it be so twisty turny. I'm just gonna mess around while you're here on the camera with me. Hope you don't mind. I know you don't mind. Okay. Well, that's kind of goofy. Let's take that down. I could work on that. I could work with that. It's kind of like an extended foyer. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, so bedroom is still in here for night times. I did decorate it a little bit, make it so that it's just a little bit. I brought my books in here so I could read at night, read myself to sleep, and I don't know, some nightstands there. So I did do a little rearranging. I think I like the open concept of this pretty well, so I think I'll keep that. I'll take this beam out. And I redid this in here, so it's not so cramped. I put my furnace right here in this room. This thing's amazing, dude. I tell you what, if you ever need to cook anything, it's not fast, but it just does a lot all at once, and that's great. So naturally, I brought all my Tinker stuff in here, and set up my smeltery to be wider than I normally do. This is a 6x5. And I set it up like this because I had an even number of objects in the front here, which is fine. I'll take you around the back and show you what it looks like in the back. And then I put hoppers underneath the table and the basin here, so that way when I do smelt stuff in here, it just will automatically dump into the chest after it cools. And then I haven't figured this out yet. Actually, I do have something I want to mess with today if we've got time. I probably is going to end up in the next episode, but yeah. So that's what I've been working on. So only one smelter for the moment. I figure since I've got, if I can get this to connect correctly, then this can operate as a second smelter for pouring stuff in. I don't know. We'll mess with it. Okay, so I am going to go to the Nether, and I want to dump this stuff off real quick. And I want to take my scoop with me. Did I make a scoop? I don't see it. Oh, it might be over with the chickens. But I think I'd like another scoop. A second one. It's going to the Nether. I think we're going to, yeah. I think we're going to find, I'd like to find nether quartz chicken and a soul sand chicken. What is the recipe for this thing? Oh yeah. It's been a while since I made it. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Okay. Is it 4? Did I do that wrong? It was 4, wasn't it? Haven't had coffee yet. I just got up, thought I'd make... Dang it, it was 3. Okay. I saw that you made 2 of those. That was smart. Okay, let's head into the nether. I've got... taking food with me doesn't seem like a good idea because it fills up my inventory. And I did go over to the swamp. I was fortunate enough to be close to plains, forest, and swamp so far. Looks like I've got some colder stuff up here, so I might venture south in between episodes and see if I can find some more Pam's Harvestcraft stuff. So this is almost full, and I haven't planted all of this. I've got to extend my field here. Another thing that I plan on doing at some point. And I do want to get into Botania super bad. I keep saying that, but I find other things I'd rather do. So our goal today is to find, in the nether, we're going to find... If we can find a fortress, that would be sweet. If we can find... Come here, quartz chicken. I will take you right away. And a soul sand chicken. Perfect. So I knew that those were there. Alright, infused infernium ore. And the other thing I want to find today is lots of cobalt and ardite. That's what we're going to be making pretty much everything out of. Since I have a pickaxe that can mine cobalt, the obsidian one, I'd like to get a lot of it. What are you, soul sand chicken? Okay. So to make sure he wasn't something that I hadn't seen. Dude, there's an... I literally did not know that was there. That's amazing. That's super close. Okay, cool. I lucked out. So that means I need to find a way over there. Ugh, that gives me vertigo every time I do that. I do want to take some soul sand with me. Just a little bit. And let's see if I can find some... Can I make it through here? Yes. And plop right down on top of it. Awesome. Okay. Wow. Okay. Alright, there you are. I'd move right into that. Another quartz chicken. Yes, this is what I wanted to find. Oh, hello. Where are you coming from? You must be above me. Or something. Okay. Cool. Get some of this. We can make a little nether wart farm. Let's see what else we got here. But I want to get back up top and look for more. Oh, it's broken already? Shoot. These guys hurt too. Alright, I'm getting out of here. I don't have any way of recuperating health. And if I get hit by something else, I'm dead. And I don't want to be dead. Man, that bow broke fast. Okay. Okay, so we're going to be looking for cobalt and ardite. And hopefully a ghast or somebody doesn't come around and wreck our day. I feel like the armor that I've got on isn't really doing much. And hopefully I get enough of this cobalt and ardite stuff that I can make some decent decent armor. Actually, I haven't even looked into finding out what the best armor is for Construct's Armory. Okay. I would like maybe half a stack or something, if I can. Dude, there's another fortress right there. Awesome. And I hear a guest. Okay. Alright. I'm getting scared. Oh, there he is, up there. And I've just got dirt around my hut. So what I did is the other day is I came into here, and I only put the dirt up. That's all I did, and then I ran away. I didn't even look at anything. I just put it up, put the dirt up so I could protect my thing, and then went. I did see the chickens. That's why I needed to grab 2 of them. Okay, so I did not get as much as I wanted, not nearly enough, but it's gonna let us work a little bit on our armor and tools and stuff a little bit. So let's go put these chickens where they belong. I do have spots for them already, because I was expecting to get this is gonna be awesome, man. I did expect to get, you know, something else. I was gonna put a log chicken in here and a sand chicken in there, but I gotta go find those. So far I haven't seen them. Okay, now one thing. Let's grab our books from our room. I'm gonna put the rest of this stuff away real quick. So and those go in there. There we go. And let's go in here and smelt these individually, separately. This might be a little bit wasteful, but what this does is it doubles it. If you put 1 piece of cobalt and 1 piece of ardite in there, you get the ore. You get 2 pieces of, 2 pieces of manulin. Well, if you put 1 cobalt in there, you get 2 pieces of cobalt. One ardite in there, you get 2 pieces of ardite. That's 4 ingots. And then you can put, I think you can put 1 ingot of cobalt, 1 ingot of ardite back in here, and you get 2 pieces of manulin. I think. I could be wrong. So there's these things called translocators. Something. Transfer node. Fluids made by extra utilities. Not too bad. Just a little bit of redstone, and we can use that to transfer fluids. The thing is, I probably want a second one that's just dedicated for, like, if I put a second one here, and it'll be just dedicated for, like, it won't have any drains on it. Well, the drains will be between these 2, and then the, yeah, but they won't have any of these casting basins or whatever. So I'll use one for alloys, and one for just smelting a whole bunch of stuff, because this will not create alloys. And so I can dump a bunch of stuff in here and it'll suck it out as fast as I can make it. 7 ingots. I want to heal up a little bit and go back in the nether and look for some more stuff. Oh, I lost count. 3 more. Okay, I think I have 1 more ingot left. Yeah. And then I can put my ardite in here. And let's grab our books while that's cooking up and see which ones. I'm fairly certain I understand which ones I need for my tools for the moment. I won't upgrade and make lumberjacks or the, let's see, what else do we got? Come in here and take a look at tools. I think I might make a scythe. Scythe is made with the upgraded tool station. Requires forge. I might make a hammer for mining, and I might make an excavator. So what these do is these are 3x3 mining, and this is 3x3 mining for soft things like dirt, sand, gravel. The lumber axe is really cool for if you don't have ore excavator or vein miner. And these other sword types, so okay, the broadsword, which is what you normally get in Minecraft, has a sweep attack, and has the ability to use an offhand something or whatever. The longsword does pretty good damage, but it's slower attack, and it has, if you hold right click, it's got a lunge ability to it. It's kind of neat. I have sometimes used this to double jump, which is kind of nice. And then the rapier has pretty low damage, but it attacks super fast. There is 50% armor piercing, so if you're going up against like zombies or whatever that are wearing armor, rapier could be pretty good. And right click has a back jump, whatever. Battle sign, just think of that as like a shield. Frying pan actually cooks stuff. It's pretty kind of cool. Cleaver is like a big weapon. It attacks really slow, but it's super high damage. It has a chance of beheading. It's kind of cool. Right, and then there's the longbow, which has a much longer range for arrows, but it's slow, super slow draw speed. And then there's the crossbow, which stays loaded. So when you pull it up, it shoots immediately, or you can shoot it immediately, but then there's that recharge, and it uses bolts instead of arrows. These are pretty cool. I might make one of those. And then the shurikens, if you can make them unbreaking, shurikens are pretty neat. Yeah, they can be thrown from the offhand. Wow, that's cool. So I didn't know that, or I haven't really processed that. So you could have a sword in your main hand and your shuriken in your offhand, and you can kind of have a ranged and melee together. I might do that too. Okay, so as far as tool materials, I feel like I have a grasp on these 5 tools here, including the pick, the arrow. I have a pretty good grasp of what I want to make those out of, and I'll go through those and explain why as I do it. Okay, so the armor here, though, I don't know. I don't have an answer to that. So let's take a look. We're gonna come up to materials. I just clicked on that. Okay. So I think we figured this out a little bit yesterday, but I have access to better materials now. So bone was actually pretty good. I might actually keep that 1.1. Let's look specifically just at plates. We'll scroll through here and see if there's anything that gives us a better than 1.1 modifier. Okay, it's 1.2 for sponge. I don't have access to sponge. 1.2 for pig iron. Okay. 1.3 for blue slime. Slimy. But it's got a negative. Okay, pig iron is 0. 1.4 for ardite, but it's a negative 12. So we're gonna have to do some math. And then copper is always good. 1.05 with modifier 2. Manulin is 1, and a positive durability, and a positive toughness. Wow, bronze. Okay. So 1.2 is kind of the highest, but the 1.2 had an... Oh, 1.4 is the highest, with a huge negative durability. But, let's say that... Okay, so what's 20 times 1.4? Let me pull that up. Okay, we've got 20.5 times 1.4. Okay, that's 28.7 minus 12. Okay, so that's the... So overall, we're going down. If we were to make this out of ardite, which I think we're going to, that would be lower. Okay, so now let's try adding these together. So 20.5 plus 16.2. So total here, if I were to make my core armor out of ardite and then my trim out of ardite, I would have 36.7. Okay, times 1.4. Okay, minus 12. Okay. That doesn't seem like it's doing much for me. So let's not do ardite plates. So the bone here, what is the bone's skeletal? Makes your armor tougher. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so that's 1.1 and 3.5. And this is 1.05 and 2. So 1.1 and 5.5. So bronze is better than... Makes your armor last longer when it has less durability. So it's less likely to break. So bone and bronze have similar things. Makes our armor last longer. So I think I'm going to make mine out of bronze. My plates. Okay, so then as far as... cores go, so we're going to settle on bronze. Let's go back to the first page here. Cores, I have 2.5 and 3, so stone is obviously better. Cactus is even better. We don't really have access to cactus. Obsidian is 9.5. Well, let's just look. So 21 for sponge, that's pretty high. For a sponge? Are you serious? How is a sponge absorbent? Oh, okay. I said that like it makes sense. It still doesn't make sense. Okay, so night slime is 20 and 17.1. That's great. Okay, ardite is 20.5 and 13. It seems like that night slime is the best. So it is 20, this is 20.5, but the defense is 17 on the night slime. Here's Manulin is 20 defense, durability of 19.7. So, okay, I'm going to make it out of Manulin, because I like that 20 defense, that's awesome. I don't think anything is higher than 20. So we're going to Manulin, bronze, and then let's look at the trim. We're at the end here, so let's just look. I want the highest durability. 13 for Electrum. 16.2 for Ardite. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. So we're going to make the trim out of Ardite, the core out of Manulin, and the plates out of bronze. Okay, I can do that. What do we got here? 5 ingots. I'm going to test my theory here. 4 ingots. 3 ingots. Okay, so I'm going to stick one of these ingots back in here and see if I get 2 Manulin out of it. If that's the case, then don't ever smelt your ores together. We shall see. I hope you don't mind this kind of another Tinkers episode. Tinkers is one of those really, really great mods that you can probably spend a lot of time on perfecting and testing and making new tools, and there's lots of tools to be made. The down part is once you have these tools, there's really no point in using Tinkers anymore. I suppose you're using them by having them. Cobalt must be really high melting point. I think it really does, yeah, because it's pretty hard material. Okay, so here's our... Nope, it doesn't. Okay, it just gives you 1 ingot. So you can go ahead and melt your stuff together. That's goofy. Well, whatever. Okay, so as far as these tools go, I don't feel like making permanent casts because I'm jumping straight from the flint that I have to the higher end stuff. So I'm going to grab a bunch of clay and some cobblestone. And I'm going to show you how to kind of upgrade all the way. I do want to repair my bow. So the thing that's broken on my bow, you see there, is the string, but it doesn't matter. Use wood to fix string. Okay, so I know that the flint broadsword uses 2 pieces of manulin, so I'm gonna stick these in here, and gonna need 2 of those for the casting pattern. I'll stick this in here for now. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here to the part builder and select my sword blade pattern. Okay, I'm gonna make one out of stone because stone is cheap. You can make it out of anything you want. If you have an extra one lying around from a chest you found, use that. That's fine. Okay, and now that we have 2 ingots of clay, we're gonna pour that over top of our blade. This, like I said, this blade can be anything. I use stone because it's cheap, since it destroys it. Okay. So now that we've got 2 ingots of manulin, we'll pour that into our cast. So what we're doing now is we're basically replacing the flint blade that we have with a manulin blade. That's what we're doing. So now I'm going to come over to my tool station, and I'm going to take my flint sword and replace it with my manulin sword. Okay, so now look at a couple of the stats over here. So my durability is going from 327, so I can swing this 327 times. With the manulin, it goes up to 1138. So that's a massive upgrade. Also, look at the damage. Okay, 6.4 unarmored. This comes from the flint, and then plus 4. So I'm looking at. So if you look at just the red here, so I'm looking at 10.4 damage. When I put the manulin on here, it's 12.22 plus 4, so it goes out to 16.22. So that's a huge upgrade. Okay, so that's that. Now I do want to make my pickaxe out of cobalt. I'll show you why here in a second. So that means we put 2 more pieces of clay in here, right? So two pieces of clay for each thing. And then I want to grab myself a pickaxe of any kind, pickaxe head. Again, stone because it's cheap. Okay, so while that's melting, let me grab my book and I'll show you why. Let's jump straight over to cobalt. Okay, mining speed. Mining speed is 12. So for pickaxe head, 12 is, I believe, the highest. Unless somebody has added something in another mod with it that I'm not aware of. So electrum is also 12, but its mining level is iron. So you run into something like diamonds, and you're gonna be able to get the diamonds, but you won't be able to get cobalt in the nether. Okay, evil infused iron has a speed of 13. and it's cobalt. Its durability is 666. That's funny. Wow. Superium? Dude, okay, that's great. Superium is from Mystical Agriculture. That's fantastic. Look at the durability. 5. Goodness. Okay, well, we're definitely... Here's the different levels of Mystical Agriculture ingots. So this is diamond level. This is diamond level. Mining speed keeps going up. This is obsidian, and then superium and supremium. That's fantastic. So it looks like I'm gonna make my weapons out of that too. 15.03. Is there anything better than that? Okay, well, that's a long ways off, but we are going to change our weapons to be those things, our tools to be those things once we get them, because that's great. That's fantastic. Process makes your tool or weapon randomly drop prosperity shards. That's cool. And then Dirite. Your tool lasts longer most of the time. Cool. That's a neat little makes your tool randomly drop prosperity shards. Great. Okay. So let's go ahead and make those. Pour my cast, and then pour the cobalt. Now I want to make my heads of these out of ardite. So I'm taking my pickaxe head to my tool station and then replace the obsidian one. Look at that, 179. Mining speed of 7.07. Goes up to 820, which isn't bad. Need to look at the other pieces, so like the binding and the handle and stuff like that. Of course, that has yet to be done. Okay, so let's make a shovel head and a axe head. Now I'm making these out of ardite for durability. I'm not making them out of cobalt because most soft things like dirt and sand, especially sand, and gravel and all those other soft things already mine fairly quickly. So what I found was in the past I would have a cobalt shovel, for example, and I would mine so quickly that it would glitch out and there would be ghost blocks. So I'd start to move forward and a block would still be there, but I wouldn't be able to see it, and it would hit me in the head and I wouldn't be able to move. So now I make both of these out of ardite, although making the hatchet out of cobalt might not be a bad idea. Yeah, okay. I'm going to smelt that back down and put it back into ingot form, because I think I want to do that. I think I want to make the hatchet out of cobalt. Because since I'm vein mining everything, I would like it to be a little quicker. Okay, so that's that. Now the bow, let's head back up to the main menu and bow materials. Okay, so now we're looking at draw speed. Draw speed is in seconds. So if I had a stone bow, it would take 5 seconds to pull it back, and the damage would be -1, and the range multiplier is awful. So you start at 1 for both of these, and now we're going to look for something that's a little bit faster, but does decent damage. So anything that says 5 is out of the question. Paper is out of the question because of the damage multiplier. Iron's okay. It's 2-second draw speed with a range multiplier of 1.5. Damage is 7. Let's just look at damage here. Pig iron's okay. Cobalt is 3. Manulin is 4. Steel is 9. It's 2.5 though. Bronze is 1.82. Draw speed is 6. Range multiplier 1.5. And then of course we get into the Infernium and the... Look at this. Draw speed of 0.75. Range multiplier. That's OP. Supremium. Come on, get out of here. Okay, well we'll definitely using Supremium for everything once we get there. That's kind of fun. Okay, so iron is 2 and 7. Bronze is 1.82 and 6. What's the draw speed on cobalt? 1.33. That's pretty quick, but his bonus damage is terrible. I almost want to go bronze here as well, because I feel like I'm getting a little bit less damage, but draw speed is a little quicker. Let's look at the damage per second. So if I take... Okay, 6. We're going to do 6 divided by 1.82, right? That's 3.3 damage per second. If we go over to iron, this is 3.5 damage per second. So iron seems to be the better of the two. Here though, pig iron is even better. Divided by 1.67. Range multiplier is a little bit lower, but that's 4 damage per second. I don't think that there's anything better. I could look at... Most of the people make it out of one of these things here, so... yeah, that's not anywhere close to being as good. So it looks like pig iron. You gotta figure out how to make pig iron. So that's 4 damage per second. That's pretty great. Okay, so we'll figure out how to make pig iron. Okay, it is smelted using blood, clay, and iron. Blood. Huh. How'd I get blood? I could collect the blood in a squeezer. I have no idea how to do that. Oh, I throw flesh in there. Of course. Okay. That doesn't seem too bad. Alright, let's get these ingots out of here. I do want to make my cobalt hatchet though. Yeah. So let's do that. And then let's go make some pig iron. So I'm gonna have to figure out the ratio here. Here's the rotten flesh, here's my iron, and here's my clay. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Because it's in millibuckets, and I don't really work in millibuckets in my head. Okay, so I'm gonna need 6 total, right? Yeah. 6 ingots total. And if each ingot is... I think this is going to be our crux here. So let's find out how much one piece of flesh is. Oh, perfect. One piece of flesh is exactly what we need. Okay. Per ingot. So I need need those. Great. That worked out really well. Okay, so that should be all of that we need. Now, I do need... Okay, 72 millibuckets of clay. How much is one of these? I think it's just gonna be show me an ingot. I don't know. I don't know how much an ingot is. And we'll stick one of these in here. I guess maybe two of these in here. Let's see what happens. Because the iron is 144. It's not quite double the clay. Yeah, it's a weird ratio. Yeah. Oh, 144 per ingot. Okay. So that's one iron ingot, right? That's what we needed, 144. Yeah. So I'm gonna need wait, I put 2 in there? Okay, now one... Okay, so each... So one thing of zombie flesh, 1 ingot of iron, and it looks like half a piece of clay makes 1 pig iron. So if I put 2 pieces of clay in there, that should be exactly what we need for all 6 pieces. Right? Is that what it seems to be working out to? Let's see if that'll work. Okay, so let's get our pieces ready though. Perfect. Awesome. That worked out really well. We're going to have a pink bow, a blue pickaxe, a blue hatchet, a purple sword, and a orange-red shovel. Weird. Oh, we may not have the lava. Ooh. May have to go get some more lava. So yeah, I'd like to also come up with a way to transport more lava per turn instead of having to run down there grabbing... I wonder if I can steal some from the other smelter here. Nope, there's not a lot in here. Is it gonna make it through? It did. Awesome. Okay. Let's pour that. Pick that up. I've never actually sat down and looked at the bows though. I always thought iron was good enough, or cobalt or whatever. Now for the arrowheads, I do want that to be made out of manulin, I believe. Manulin has the highest, because all I really care about for the arrowheads is the Oh, yeah, this is... The arrowheads use the same thing as the tools. So, manulin does, for what we have right now, the most attack, I think. Until, of course, we get into an infernum and all that other crazy junk. Okay, so we can't make any more of that until we... until we, can get more lava. Okay. So, attack is, what's our draw speed is 1 second, great. Range modifier is 1.7, bonus damage is 7, attack is 4.5, so I think that is just additive there. And then, of course, we can do damage as a bonus, because draw speed of 1 is great. That's not too bad. It's the same as the, it's the same as the wood, but the damage is higher, which is great. I'm eating it? Dude, I'm eating it. What? For durability? I don't know that I like that. That's awesome. It is as tasty as the Baconlicious. Wow, that's funny. I'm gonna break here for a little bit. Grab some more Ardite and Cobalt. I've got quite a lot in here. Maybe I don't need to, but a lot more lava. So I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, I'm back, and I've got lots of stuff. So I grabbed a ton of this stuff, and I filled up my tank with some lava. And let's get back to work here. So I said bronze, Ardite, and Manulin, right? So Manulin here. Ardite here. Bronze plates. So let's get the Ardite done. So I need 4 pieces of trim, and I think the trim is this one here. It's 1. So let's get 4 ingots back in there. Okay, and that's per. So that'll get 3. And there's all 4 of my pieces. Okay, so then I'm gonna need. Oh, I put it all away. No. Good thing I've got a bunch of clay. Okay, so then we're going to need to put 8 pieces of this in here. If it'll fit. Sweet. Good. And then I just put the cobblestone away too. Oh well. Oh, not that one. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to need to make 4 of these trims. I believe those stack. Yeah, good. Okay, so then the Manulin pieces, I should start those cooking now as well. Alright, let's take a look at how many pieces are needed for the different spots. So 4, 10, 15, 19. Okay, so these will definitely not all fit in here. Oh, pretty close. Okay, and then we're gonna need 8 of those. Okay, let's put these on our armor. Got a bunch of food with me. Come over to the armor tool station here and stick my helmet up in there. Okay, so that's going from 90 to 228. Awesome. 130 to 331. That's great. These are gonna look pretty cool, I think. Oop, put you in the middle. Great. Put those back on. And then see if we've got room in here. We do. Okay. So that should be turning into manulin. It is. Great. Now let's start making these pieces. So boots. Boots and pants. So we'll just do the same thing. So this is, I hope this is helping you with your tinkers and just watching me do this. I could do some more explaining if you want me to, but basically I'm just looking for, you know, the different pieces that I want, the attributes that I want from each piece, and then, you know, which material I want to make it out of, and then I'm just going about making it. So yeah, these are gonna look pretty cool. Wow, that takes a while. That's good though, because it's taken a while to convert in here. I have purple clothes. It's okay. And then the bronze, though. The bronze, I'm wondering if I have the tin and the... I mean, we made a bunch of bronze a while ago, didn't we? Go take a look. And then I also want a manulin arrowhead. Oop. So let's make an arrowhead pattern. Go. I didn't count something right. That's okay. I'll just turn it in. I'm going to need it for repairing anyway, so I'll just turn it into blocks and ingots and stuff. So and then manulin's on the bottom. Perfect. Okay, so the only other thing I wanted to do was take a look at the bindings and the tool rod for the other tools that I have. Come in here, let's grab the arrows. So these are doing 5.9 damage at 100% accuracy. There's 42 arrows. Putting a manulin thing on here is going to bump that up to almost double the damage. And more than double the number of arrows. Still 100% accuracy. Great. Okay, so let's take off my... Do I have 4 slots? I do, just barely. Take off my armor. And I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go from 5 defense at 228 and no toughness. Okay, still no toughness, so I'm quadrupling my defense and almost doubling my durability. Okay. And here, 5 defense should go up to 20. And yeah, so lots more durability, but I'm quadrupling my defense doing this. Which means I should be able to take a lot of damage before I have to repair again. So, okay, let's go take a look at our bronze stores and see what we have. I think I only need 4 pieces of bronze for this. Let's look in here. Great. I'm going to take extra just in case. Just in case I'm not remembering the other piece in the armor being just 1. Oh, it's 3. 3 per. Okay, well, I don't have enough. So I'm going to need 12 total. How many do I have here? Got 10. Just need 2 more. So I need 3 copper and 1 tin. Okay, I have plenty. I'll stick this in my smeltery and cook it up. Okay, in the meantime, so that's going to give me 4, 9, oops, 12. Okay, perfect. Now let's make 4 of these. And then we'll put 8 of these in there. A spider above me. I try to make my houses spider proof, meaning that they can't climb up on top for this very reason. But I don't know if I was successful or not. Okay, so we'll just do the same thing here again, but instead of the other materials, we're just using bronze. Yeah, I hope this isn't super boring. I think this is going to be a super long episode. I have no idea where we're at, but we're probably encroaching upon an hour, and my hard drive is probably freaking out. Dude, you're running out of space. I think each time I record an episode, it's like 150 gigs of stuff. Which is crazy. Fraps, I guess, records... I have the settings on recording pretty good. Fraps records pretty good. Since Shadowplay isn't working. Okay, so I'm going to be purple, gold, and red. That's going to be so weird looking. Those colors don't really go good together. Sorry about the spider. Okay, let's go put these on. And see what kind of, what am I looking for here? Oh, my toughness goes up quite a bit, and my durability goes up a little bit. So what's the difference between toughness and defense, I wonder? Yeah, because I'm getting 1.25 toughness with each of these. And no increase in defense. I think I'm at max defense. Dude, I look like a Power Ranger. I look pretty cool though. Gold plated with the purple and red trim. That looks pretty neat. I like that. Okay, so that's that. And I think for these other tools, I'm just gonna use like, I won't do it on camera, but I think I'm going to use like copper, and I'm going to look for the highest for the extra for the binding. I think maybe for that I'll use Ardite, because I think Ardite's 450. Yeah, and then for the handle I'll use copper, bronze. I'll use bronze. So I'll do that off camera. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Tomorrow we'll briefly take a look at modifiers, the ones that we have, and maybe get into some more, I don't know. I know this is the last episode I said I was going to get into mystical agriculture today, but changed my mind. We'll see what we get into tomorrow. It'll be a surprise. See you, dude. Have a good day. Bye-bye.